On March 4th, Ronaldinho and his brother Assis boarded a flight from Brazil, Sao Paulo, to Paraguay using their Brazilian passports. Upon arriving in Asunción, Paraguay, Ronaldinho and his brother were handed fake Paraguayan passports to use at the border check-in. As they arrived at the borders, authorities were seemingly suspicious. Ronaldinho with a Paraguayan passport? Shortly after, the authorities did let them pass through, but went on to investigate these passports further. See, what made this so suspicious wasn't just the fact that one of the most famous Brazilians was using a Paraguayan passport. It was more so that Brazilian nationals don't even need to use their passport to cross the border. Paraguay and Brazil are part of the Mercosur bloc, a trade bloc between multiple South American countries, similar to that of the EU, meaning Brazilian nationals could just use a standard ID at the border. So 2 days later on a Friday night, Ronaldinho and his brother were officially arrested for using forged passports, in which they were put in a maximum security prison for 1 month, and another 4 months were spent on house arrest at a luxury hotel. Ronaldinho and his brother originally planned to come to Paraguay to promote a campaign for underprivileged children. The owner of the charitable foundation was Dalia Lopez, and she headed the Angelical Fraternity Foundation, a charity focused on providing medical assistance to children in poverty.
Dalia López, empresaria talentosa. ¿Cómo estás, Dalia?
Muy buenos días a tu programa. Muy buenos días, Bruno. Y gracias a Dios, antes que nada, ¿verdad? Porque le tenemos aquí a nuestra estrella.
Sí.
Muchísimas gracias, bienvenido al Paraguay, Ronaldinho, con mucho amor, con mucha humildad. Paraguay te ama.
Queremos que se quede acá, pero ¿cuál es la finalidad exactamente?
La presencia aquí de nuestro astro, ¿verdad? Que es Ronaldinho Gaúcho, como más le conocemos, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y en realidad, ¿verdad? A través de la empresa Brasilia Paraguay, con conexión con la Fundación Fraternidad Angelical, nosotros unimos las fuerzas y ahí es donde hablamos con el señor Roberto, ¿verdad? Que es una persona encantadora.
According to Ronaldinho and his brother, these passports were handed to them as a gift by Dalia Lopez, and they weren't aware that they were forged. The way in which these fake passports reached the brothers was a ploy orchestrated by Dalia Lopez. Dalia Lopez was friends with a Brazilian businessman called Wilmondres Lira, and in 2019 they began a business relationship, where Wilmondres spoke of a project called Crack de la Vida, an idea of bringing a popular public figure such as Ronaldinho to participate in social causes, such as that for her charity. Wilmondres then introduced Dalia Lopez to Ronaldinho's brother and agent, Roberto Assis, to convince him on a social project. Ronaldinho's brother seemed interested in the social project, which then led to a meeting between Dalia Lopez and Ronaldinho, in which she eventually convinced him to participate on the social project. To facilitate this charity and social project, Wilmondres and Dalia Lopez created a company called Brazil Envisiones Paraguay to help operate their business activities in the country. Wilmondres then decided on appointing his wife as the president of this company, where she'll be leading and directing operations and a part of the team who will be supplying the fake passports to Ronaldinho. But to become the president, she needed Paraguayan identification, which was illegally supplied to her by Dalia Lopez. Near the launch of the social project, Wilmondres entered Paraguay using falsified documents, and proceeded to smuggle forged passports to Ronaldinho and his brother when they arrived at the Paraguayan border. The night of Ronaldinho's and Assis's arrest is when things took a turn. With Ronaldinho and Assis being arrested, Wilmondres Lira was also subsequently arrested. Authorities then put out an indictment for Dalia Lopez, which then led to her going into hiding. But for Paula Lira, the wife of Wilmondres Lira and the president in charge of the operations for the social projects, she eventually cracked and immediately fully cooperated with the authorities and even went as far as to provide evidence and screenshots of the passport forging. Paula Lira provided WhatsApp screenshots between her and Dalia Lopez, screenshots in which Dalia Lopez was the orchestrator for providing fake Paraguayan documentation for everyone.
Fantastic.
Now we're just waiting on Roberto's passport.
What happened with his? Ha ha ha.
I still gotta wait for it.
I got it, ha ha ha. Well, it's going to work out anyways.
It's coming today, girl, but we still don't know what time.
Alright, well, we still have time.
The anxiety is killing me, girl. This is the first time this has ever happened. Girl, how are you? Look.
By the use of these screenshots and further testimonies given by Paula Lira, it made it very easy for the authorities to have full proof that Dalia Lopez was the orchestrator of this all. Dalia Lopez is a well-known figure and has already been on authorities' watch list for suspicion of running illegitimate companies. Her role in this isn't just a one-off. It seems as though Dalia Lopez has been using her businesses to mask her illicit financial transactions, potentially money laundering. As for this social project, it seems as though this charity may have been just a facade, and actually a way to launder money. By using Paraguayan documentation, Ronaldinho and his brother were possibly able to find loopholes in which to launder money for Dalia Lopez, to either launder money in Paraguay or to take it back to Brazil, which whether Ronaldinho and his brother were aware of is a different story. Perhaps they saw this as just a means to promote their book and support a charity in need. But with Ronaldinho's history of legal troubles and tax evasion, conclusions can be made on your part whether you think he was aware of the crimes being committed. But as for Dalia Lopez, she's a very powerful woman with many connections, and since being indicted in March 2020 for providing falsified Paraguayan documents, she's been a fugitive hiding from authorities. Despite her international arrest warrant being extended to 2025, she still hasn't been found. And after both brothers took a plea deal for using falsified documents, they were both fined $100,000 and were acquitted of all charges.